Hello, everyone. More chess against DK413. Look at that. Another patron. How nice. Playing white. Did I say that already? We are. Whether I said it or not, it's true. Let's just develop a knight. And another knight? I don't know. Now I've kind of blocked in this pawn, but who cares? This is not horrible, probably. I guess I could have checked first, but I didn't really want to invite a piece forward. What is this doing? It's threatening this, which would make my bishop retreat, I guess. What about here? Seems okay. I don't know. And I think we don't want to go here because it just gets kicked by a pawn. So we'll back up. We have this thread, I guess. Now there's a bunch of pieces in the way. Yeah, this seems pretty strong. What would black do about it? You could throw a bishop in here, but it doesn't actually do anything. Because I could just take it. Yeah, let's go for this. If it's wrong, I'll find out why. Oh, they can just castle. Sure. I mean, there's this. Yeah, I probably should not have gone here. I didn't see that the king could castle. All the other pieces couldn't defend very well. But that one could. I could make this trade. It pulls the king forward, right? Is there some way I could reinforce it? What about this? Nope, that gets taken by the knight. Here? Doesn't actually reinforce. I want, like, this is a sensitive spot for black, but I don't see a way to do anything about it right now. Let's just castle. Man, I want to get rid of this knight. Try doing it that way. I don't think you want to take here. Really. This unleashes the rook, which is nice. And we're threatening stuff like this, now that their knight is gone. This knight is, or I'm sorry, pawn is endangered. Yeah, let's just threaten this rook. Oh, it doesn't even work. There's a bishop right here. God, I saw it just too late. All right, what can I do to salvage this? Anything? Not really. Grrr. I mean, I saw that just too late that I can't go here. I didn't see this at all because I'm bad and diagonals are hard, as we discussed in the last video. There's no queen move with tempo, huh? No. Okay, well, let's just abandon the rook and try to do something else useful like this. It's not a disaster to be down that exchange because it does, like, improve my queen a bit. It's definitely bad, but worse things have happened, especially in my games. Okay, that's attacking the queen and this pawn. I'm inclined to say I don't care too much about the pawn. I can obviously defend it all here, but that opens up horrible discoveries like this. I kind of want to go here, just keep an eye on this whole area. This whole, or even here? Yeah. Let's just get tucked in real close here. This pawn push, I can go here and then try to break open the structure enough that a bishop can get in or something. Or a knight, or who knows what. This is like a threat. I'm not sure if it's a strong enough threat, but it certainly is one. Get a discovery like this that threatens mate in one and also threatens to take a bishop. Yeah, so for example, they can't actually take right here because this is just too many things to deal with. It threatens the knight, it threatens mate in one, sort of. It threatens either the knight or forking a bishop and mate in one. So, like, either way, they're losing a piece if they try that, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing some tactic they have. But to me, it seems pretty cool. I guess they can just do this and all those problems evaporate. But there are some problems that creates of its own. Like, oh, check, for example. The queen is guarding, so I can't do that yet. Okay. They seem to think this is fine. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Sort of giving up that rook, which was fine. That was the plan. But this now? Got him. Okay, well, I mean, not my cleanest win, that's for certain. No rematches, thank you. But it was a win, which is a nice change of pace. Yeah, both plenty of blunders. All right, go ahead. Tell me what was wrong, like here. I took there, which it doesn't like. It seems fine to me. But apparently it's a huge blunder. Black blundered back by actually taking, so I guess the best move is not to take, but to do something else. Just recapture the pawn and still have this attack on my knight, but keep your kingside secure. But that doesn't explain the humongous blunder that this is. Why is f takes so bad? Is it like, okay, now you should trade here? I don't think it would be so amazing. Oh, well, no. I don't know. Whichever piece we take with, they have to take with rook, I think. They can't just, like, not capture. I don't think that would be good. Here, it would be illegal. Well, no, they could walk away, I guess. Seems bad. I don't know. It seemed cool to, like, open up the kingside some more, offer to let them do this. And indeed, if they do that, it's bad, but apparently they had some better answer. Maybe here is kind of a threat. The knight is still in danger. Now the queen is attacked, and I don't know. I would probably just take her. I don't see what the problem with that is. I don't know. What's the idea? Run away. Okay, but so like what bad happens if I do this? What's their actual threat? Knight takes. What is this threatening? It attacks the bishop. Ah. I see. It attacks an undefended bishop, while I also have a knight undefended and attacked. So I'm going to lose one of them on the next move. And my plan for getting out of that was, oh, I'll just trade them in for a rook and a pawn. But now there's a knight here, and I'll get as a knight and a pawn. That's why this is so good. Very cool. Yeah, this rook move sucks big time. What should I do instead? I could just like get the queen over here right away. And then a move like this would be safe and threaten something like this. Well, not really, because it's still here. I could try to get the bishop defended, put it here or something. Stop their pawn from advancing. That might be nice. I don't know, let's see how good that is. Not good. Pawn push doesn't accomplish anything and is just generally bad. There's stuff like a rook sack here, but it doesn't accomplish anything. They don't even have to do this. They could just take with queen. Knight move? Attacking the bishop? Okay. How good's the second best move? Pretty bad. Interesting. So what's this all about? Bishop check. And it's just that I've established some good pieces in the center. A lot of tactical opportunities arise with stuff like this. Maybe. Okay. And I ran here. It doesn't like that. I mean, I don't know. It's not good to a computer. And presumably also to a good chess player, it would be bad. But I feel like it's an okay thing when I'm losing somewhat substantially. Like, I imagine it wants me to just do something like that. No? Oh, it says it's fine. Yeah. It prefers this. But just something to get out of the way and defend this pawn. But I feel like I am just... Oh, I see. This attacks the knight as well, which could be useful if we can deflect this bishop or something. That's why this is the best one. Well, this does the same thing, though. So, I don't know. I assume this is bad. Yeah. Right. We talked about that. But I don't know. I feel like it... When I'm like kind of losing, I should maybe seek opportunities that I might get something good out of, like that are a little sharper, where there are ways for my opponent to make a big blunder. Here it says this is horrible, because indeed this, which is the move I was thinking. Yeah, and I guess then my attack is gone and I'm losing the rook, so that's why this is bad. I get it. So like, don't do this. Just run away. Okay, fine. Oh, no, don't run away. Run your rook away. I get it. I knew that move was possible. I saw this, but I thought maybe I would get away with a cheeky checkmate, and I did. So I guess that's proof that I'm better than the computer. All right, let's play another game. This time playing black against Hyde. 0-0. All right, whatever. I'll just push this. I still don't know anything about openings. Okay, yeah, fine. You developed a bishop. I'll develop a knight. And another knight? Now this is supported enough that I could put a bishop here. Well, not anymore. Uh, let's just... I had this attacking the bishop. And I think the bishop has to retreat if I do this, because you don't want to trade it for a knight right now. And that seems like a useful way to spend tempo for me. Advancing my knight, making their bishop retreat. I don't know. It makes my knight vulnerable to losing tempo this way. So probably it's not so great. But I don't know. I get this now? Oh. That worked out better than usual. These bishop pawns are very generally vulnerable. Okay, so obviously my knight is like not long for this world. But they do have to spend some tempo on capturing him, and I got a rook for him anyway, so I'm perfectly happy. What do I do that's useful as a follow-up? Just get ready for castles? Maybe this would be a better... Yeah, push a center pawn to develop your bishop rather than... This g-pawn could be useful someday, but right now this is useful because it gets a bit more control of the center. Now, my bishop can't go a lot of places, but he can go here. What if I push this first so that when I do this, the bishop has no way to avoid being traded? Yeah, because I don't want here, here, here. I can still take with queen. I wouldn't have to break up my structure. This is fine. Ooh. Okay, this... I guess they want to take like that, opening up a file for their rook. But it takes away some of their king's safety. I don't think that would be a great idea for them. It's better than this, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if retreating there was as good as trading. So here, is there any immediate issue? I don't think so. And I can do like this someday soon and maybe back up this guy to act as a defender. I think that's good. Castle first, though. We've got the weak point that the rook is attacking well defended. Where's this knight going? Here? Let's just stop that. Now where's he going? Here? That doesn't work at all. Here and here are bad. I guess he's just like anchoring himself in here to be a nuisance. Okay, fine. I'm happy to trade. I mean, this makes him run away, I assume. He doesn't want to trade. Now this is a bit of a threat. Because I don't really want to do that. Oh, no, it's not. I can defend this with the queen. So take the knight out first, since that's an opportunity that may vanish. If they ignore me and go here, am I okay with that? I think I would be okay with that. My bishop sort of has things under control. A little, maybe? Maybe I need to do this first. No, that drops the knight. Okay, so we do this. And if they're bold enough to do that, I might have some issues. But when they don't, I think things are well under control. I think it probably would have been wrong for them to take, but it would have been harder for me to figure out the right response. I mean, obviously my queen is under attack. I see that. I should move her. I'm just like trying to figure out, like, do I stick around in the area? Am I worried about stuff like this? I don't think so. I could try here, threatening this, but I don't really want to win that pawn that badly. It's a weak pawn they're having to devote resources to defending. And if I go here, I can just be chased away again like that. Let's just get further away. Don't put the queen in any more danger than necessary. I love this bishop. Look at him. He's like, he's got, his eyes are glowing. He's so excited. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing on the diagonal, which means he's not attacking anything, but he's covering a ton of spaces, making it awkward for white to maneuver. Where's she going? Nowhere much, right? Let's just get a rook over here. I don't know. She might be threatening this soon. But I can do like that to defend if she tries. I think I'm okay with that. Here would be how I develop the queen side. I should be... I don't know. Should I be putting my pawns on... I should be trying to put pawns on dark squares where possible. Okay, so this is something I was a little afraid of. But can I afford to move the f-pawn now? Should I deter that? I think so. I don't know. Maybe not. What about here? Would I be willing to trade my excellent bishop for this kind of okay knight? I think so, because the knight is attacking my king, which is something I'm kind of uncomfortable with. Whereas this bishop is, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I could try this and actually get a rook in. Get this guy to contribute. I think that's a good idea. It lets them trade off this weak pawn. But it's a very far advanced weak pawn. I think it's okay. It just lets more of my pieces get involved in the defense of my king. And it keeps these most important H and G pawns from having to move. I think. I might have to move the H pawn anyway. Well, I don't know. Takes, push, duck. Maybe? I like the idea of getting, I don't know. Do I like the idea of getting major pieces over here? Maybe not. But I also don't like losing all these pawns. My king is somewhat vulnerable because this rook is, like, not a bad rook. It's a good rook. He has the half open file, right? But certainly at the moment, I'm on the defensive. I'm up on material, but my opponent has initiative. My king looks fairly safe, and theirs looks fairly weak, but they have a bunch of pieces contributing to the attack, and I don't have any. Mine are all defending. So I don't know. Is my king weaker right now? Do I have worse king safety? I'm not really sure how that is usually measured. But I feel very worried about my king. Whether that's justified, I don't know. Ooh, where are you going? Why not here? I guess you were hoping to retake like that, maybe? Whatever you're up to, I think I'm okay chasing you away. And then I could take here if I wanted. Which... Is it good? I don't know. I could chase away the knight first, actually. And then take, and they don't have any defenders. And I don't see the knight going anywhere that amazing. I don't like putting this bishop into harm's way because he's doing such a great job over here on h7. But I think now is a chance to use him effectively. Also, by the way, this would make... What? Oh, I see. This would make the rook lose its defender if I had taken there. But okay, now I can do this if I want. And I'm attacking the knight, but also the rook. Or I could do this and be attacking with a more disposable piece. But I think you would just move the knight, right? So let's go like this. And force them to figure out what to do. It has to be something like this, probably. Yeah. And then I get to get rid of this knight, which I'm okay with. Am I? It makes this diagonal really weak. Here? Creating another attacker for that knight, and also attacking this pawn that's undefended? Creating a battery here, not that it's very useful. Okay. So if I take this, I'm losing a rook for a bishop. I get this pawn, and I also pin the rook to the queen. And I can develop another rook over here to endanger it more. I think that's good. Just play it out here, here. Oh, actually here might be the answer for them. Yeah, that would be bad for me. Okay, well, how do I start attacking now? That's what I want to do. This pawn's in a little danger? Yeah, it's actually... No, it's fine. Let's just march. March some pawns. Ooh, this is scary, I think. Because it threatens to discover an attack on the queen. I would have to do this, and then my king's shelter is pretty questionable. I think I would be okay if that happened. Somehow. I don't know the details, but it seems like it might work out. Where's she going? Here? I guess she might be trying to get in here, actually. She can't, though. I've got this guy. Yeah, she's causing trouble for sure. I'm probably gonna have to do this next move if she goes like here to defend this pawn. Oh, I should also consider that I have moves like this with check. Is that useful? Forces the king here. But then I don't really have any follow-up, I don't think. This pawn is very strong right now. I definitely feel like I'm not converting this well. It seems pretty clear. But I haven't, like, dropped any material yet, which is better than usual. What do I want to do? I don't know. What about this check? Is that anything? Well, definitely not now. Okay, well, I got the opportunity to advance pawns some more. That seems useful. This might be a useful second home, a summer palace for my king someday. Let's just try to double either here or here. This is the rook. This is the rook move that supports both of those possibilities. I guess this does too, now that I think about it. Yeah, I was realizing as I made that move that now this rook is in some danger. Here, here, here. I guess is fine. I probably should be trying to open things up rather than close them down somehow. But I don't really understand. Maybe this is accomplishing that anyway. If takes here, I'm pretty happy with this. So if here... I'm not sure. Okay, I'm pretty sure I should retake there. Oh, and then this maybe? Overloading, making it hard for this pawn to... Yeah, I might be losing a pawn now. Well, maybe not. They can't retake, and then I can. And I succeeded in doubling somewhere useful. I would retake with the rook, I think, not the pawn. Now that I doubled, I don't want to close the file down. We could pre-move this, but it's obviously not going to happen. Really? What is that? I don't know. Check? That seems great. Check forces king here. Then we have check. I can get some of these pieces out of my hair that way. Well, don't pre-move that. They might block. Check. I just lose the queen this way. What am I doing? It's attacked a million times. Oh my god. I was just so ugh. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there. Well, there goes all that carefully ground out advantage. I just was so focused on attacking, I forgot that my pieces could be attacked or something like that. They're threatening something kind of serious here, right? If I do this, it's checkmate, game over, in one. I probably shouldn't do that, even though it's kind of what I want to do. This doesn't work. They can just, well, there's a number of things they can do, I guess. Now here threatens here. And this is the only move that doesn't immediately lose, but it does lose pretty quick. Something like this, maybe? Mm-hmm. Does this survive at all? Well, certainly nothing else does, so we may as well try it. Oh yeah, sure. Come on, give it to me straight, computer. Ah, gross. Yeah, I just threw away the queen, like, all at once. And had, I think, a pretty good game before that. Yeah. Well, we might as well learn from your mistakes and see what the other big mistake was. So I doubled up here, and it hates that. Um, what's the threat? I can just retake with the pawn, I guess. But I didn't want to get in my rook's way. That says that's bad also. Oh, pile up on it? It's pinned anyway. And maybe I can take it without losing anything this way? Or wait, why don't I just grab it now with the rook? The rook is supported by this pawn. I don't have to double yet. And this guy can still be around exerting pressure on the bishop. Yeah, I missed that. I was forgetting that other pieces can capture pawns, I guess. This comes with good tempo against the queen, and then you can pile up on the bishop. That's cool. And you get, I don't know, a passer that you just start pushing, I guess. Because if they actually take it, you get this attack on the bishop to work, finally. Huh. What a funny idea. Yeah, throw away the rook to get a pin against the queen. And then you can scoop up the pawn with ease. Interesting. Yeah, this was bad. No kidding. You got me. I had no idea. Ugh. Disgusting. This? I think I could survive that. It says it's bad. What else? What are some other ideas that I have in this position? I could try defending my pawn, you know, just this. Try and shut these pawns down, I guess. No? Well, it says it's a tolerable move. What would you prefer? That. So I played this, which it doesn't like. It says you need that rook on the back on your back rank. The rook on their back rank is not useful. Okay, I guess there are back rank threats against my king, and there aren't really any against theirs. That's fair enough. Yeah, and they have to go into defense mode. Huh. I don't really understand the details of this attack. But we seem to be piling up on this pawn. Enough that it says give away your queen for the rook. Okay, well, obviously a disappointing finish to a game that went pretty well. What was my opponent's big blunder? I've forgotten already. Oh, yes. They just gave away the rook here. Oh, I can defend the knight. I forgot. The bishop is still here. Like, not for long, because he can't go anywhere. But it makes them work harder to capture it. Wow, why this? That move would never have occurred to me. What on earth is this doing? Providing a space for my bishop, but it can just be kicked. That's a mystery. Oh, and I get to trade my knight off for a pawn eventually by doing this. That's why it's about a pawn better than just leaving him to die. I don't know. I don't understand h5. Like, what was the deal there? Just start pushing. Okay. So I guess the idea is to just, like, march it far enough that you can start attacking the king's defense. Try to tear open the position like that. Yeah. It's funny how, like, on h5, the pawn seems to me like it's not doing anything. And on h4, I'm like, oh my god, that pawn is miles away from where it started. He's done such a great job. Okay, interesting. What about White's mistakes? Actually, well, okay. I mean, I was gonna say fewer than me, but yeah, that makes sense. They did win after all. This was their only blunder. It's got Stockfish arrows on, so it's sort of easy to tell anything that defends this would be good. And that's it. What? Yeah. Oh, right. This was a black mistake. Yeah, that's true. So that was their only mistake all game, and this was my big mistake. Came much later, but was more substantial. I'm still like, I'm annoyed about what happened here and about my gigantic blunder for no reason. Looking like this. Wait, what? No, stop. Stop. I just wanted to look at the position when I made this mistake. I'm annoyed, obviously, about what happened here. But I think overall the game went pretty well. I'm happy with the opening to middle game all going, like, without any serious mistakes. There was just yeah, just those two. The only mistakes it said that I made were both in the end game here. This one didn't matter that much. I'm a little surprised it doesn't complain about dropping the knight. It's only 0.7, I guess. Okay. It actually doesn't even say it's an inaccuracy, which is a surprise to me. So I think this was a mistake I obviously could have improved on in the opening. Yeah. But I played the middle game well, which is nice. I tend to make a lot of mistakes there, and I'm glad to have gotten through it okay, even if in the end I did throw it all away. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.